Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Going to do an after action report from the Patriot games this past weekend over in Miami at the Homestead training facility. But first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody that came and said hello, that watched the videos, so that the videos help them. These aren't the most popular videos on my channel, but I enjoy making them. I enjoy competing, and if somebody gets something out of it and makes that decision to come and compete, then it's all worth it for me. Like I said, about 4 or 5 people came up to me, said hello, thank you for the videos. It's my first competition. Your videos helped a lot, and I just want to say thank you. So why are you watching me? This is something that a guy named Luke, he competes in the Mammoth Sniper Challenge and he competes in the Tactical Game Sniper Challenge. He said, well, why are you listening to me? Where is this information coming from? This was my 10th Patriot Games. I competed since the beginning. I only missed a couple last year due to some ski trips. But I started in the men's intermediate division, and then when I turned 40, I started competing in the men's masters 40 to 49 division, and my first one was in November. And in Georgia, I came in 3rd of 9 competitors in that division, so the top 1/3 of the field. And then with this competition, there were 18 in the men's masters 40 to 49, and I came in 6th. So again, that same top 1/3 spot. So that's where I'm coming from, and coming from the experience of past events. Overall, there were 104 registered athletes, the largest turnout in the history of the Patriot Games, which was good and then not so good. The check-in period was prolonged at the beginning of the day. That kind of got us off late from the get-go, and then we stayed late all day. We were running behind all day long. There were supposed to be 4 stages, and we only were able to complete 3. The obstacle course was scratched. It was supposed to go from 2 to 4, but we didn't finish the other 3 stages until 5 o'clock or so. So that's the good and the bad of having a lot of athletes. The stages were move and weight, Dolly, and then boats and rows. I'm going to start with Dolly, which was my second stage, and it followed the structure of a popular CrossFit activity workout, whatever you want to call it. 21, 15, 9. So we did 21 reps and then 15 reps and then 9 reps. It was 21 ground overheads. In my division, it was 75 pounds, including the bar, and then 21 burpees and then 21 shots on the trifecta. The ground overheads were the easiest part of that. The burpees, which weren't really burpees, if you watch that, it was a really poor excuse. It's basically what it came down to was touching your chest on the ground and then crawling over the bar. Since we were running behind all day, we had a lot of time to sit and watch other competitors compete, and pretty much everybody got smoked, and you were just trying to touch your chest to the ground and get over that bar any which way you could. I finished, and I was absolutely gassed. Overall, my pistol shooting in this competition was better than my rifle shooting. I'll get to that in just a minute, but that was a first for me. Usually my rifle is pretty solid and then the pistol is always lagging, but for this competition, overall the pistol shots were better than the rifle shots. So I finished that stage. The guys to my right and to my right, they finished before me. They absolutely smoked me, and their shooting was a little bit better. Our first stage of the day was move and weight. We were on the 500-yard range. We started all the way down at the shooting area, or like the normal shooting area where the benches are, and we ran down. We got underneath the yoke. Depending on where you look, who you talk to, the yokes, they weigh either 150 pounds or 160 pounds, and then we had 2 45-pound plates on there, so it was a 250-pound carry, probably around 50 yards or so. I set the bar maybe 1 low on purpose, and that really helped me to get a good purchase with that bar behind me on my shoulders. It didn't swing. If you set it too high where you're just lifting it off the ground, if it swings, it's going to hit the ground and it's going to mess up your forward progress. So I had it high enough that it didn't do that, but not so high that it's so far off the ground I'm doing a higher lift, if that makes sense. So we brought it down, we ran to the firing line. We had to shoot 15 rounds from a tank trap, 5 from each post. We just had to touch the post, and hindsight's 20/20, but I probably should have gone prone for the 2 that were sticking off to the sides. that would have created the most stable platform for me. We had 45 rifle shots. I wound up missing 33, which is really atypical for me. It was a 200-yard shot. There was a fairly significant breeze, and I'm just using my Vortex Huey with the 3x magnifier, and in all honesty, I just couldn't see it very well. Secondly, when I'm breathing heavy in these games, typically my reticle will go up and down with my breathing. So my reticle is coming up and down, and I'll usually catch it on either the up or the down. But for this reason, for this competition, for this instance, it was going side to side, which is something weird that I've never really experienced before. So I had to kind of work on the fly, but nevertheless, I missed a lot of shots. 33 of 45 is pretty terrible. We went back, we brought the yoke back, we brought the farmer's carry down. It was 35 pounds on each corner, which is 90 pounds or so. And then we did the same shooting sequence, and then we brought the farmer's carry back. We brought a sled down with 45 and a 25, that's 70, plus the sled's like 35, 40 pounds, so around 110 pound sled. And you heard it in the video, but I finished first time overall of all the stages that had gone to that point. Only one or two people had finished the stage to that point, the 12-minute cap, and I finished at 8:53, but my shooting was terrible. Then the last stage of the day was the boats and rows. We had to row 200 meters, which was something new. It really wasn't that difficult. I was watching a competitor ahead of me, and she did 20 plus rows, so that's kind of what I had in my mind, but I don't think it took me 20 rows to get to the 200 meters. But then we had to take a 100-pound sandbag, put it over a 20-inch box, climb over the box. We did that 5 times. We had to shoot from like half wall, maybe a 2-foot wall, 10 shots on a 4-6-inch popper, and then we had to do urban prone, which we had to come out from the side, and you only had about this much space to see through because the boat was right there. Overall, the pistol shooting was okay. Again, my hold is low right for whatever reason, just the way that I pull the trigger. So that's what I account for. I did okay. And then got on the boat itself, and we had to shoot the popper, or the hostage target. So the hostage target is a normal silhouette, and it has a 4-inch circle that flips around behind. You hit it, flips to the other side, and so. We had to do 10 shots with that. And I kept hitting the silhouette again because I just couldn't see very well with my optic setup. So we had to do that 3 times. The only thing that changed was the sandbag over. It went 5 times, and then 4, and then 3. So overall I did well. My physical fitness is always improving. I was happy that my pistol shooting was better, not happy that my rifle shooting wasn't so good. So with that said, I'm probably going to be changing to an LPVO. I just need something that has a little bit more magnification, because with Jesse and Nirvana running the Patriot games, we're doing less like hits on like a silhouette. We're definitely using paper more, and then the targets are definitely smaller. So if you have something that doesn't have any magnification, if you're shooting with just a red dot, you got to get magnification. You cannot do it without magnification. It's very range dependent, but you have to have magnification. I'm going to go to either a 1:6, 1:8, or 1:10, but nothing less than 6. It just need more magnification. So overall, it was a great event. It was a bruiser. I was definitely exhausted at the end of the day. I slept pretty well that night, but overall, I wasn't that sore. So I didn't do anything that was crazy difficult. It was just, you're getting your heart rate up, you're going for 8, 10, 12 minutes, and then you're stopping. So again, to everybody who came and said hello, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll continue to make these videos if it continues to benefit other people. That's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will see you in the next video.